not a communist. I am not a nationalist. I am Vietnamese. For thousands of years, that's what I've been. Isn't that enough?
Tiana is director, producer, and writer of the critically acclaimed documentary From Hollywood to Hanoi. The film, a poignant portrait of her return to Vietnam and journey of self-discovery, has changed the way people look at the legacy of the Vietnam War. Born in Vietnam but raised in America, Tiana had always dreamt of going back to her native land. She did, and in the process found long-lost relatives and came face to face with wrenching issues in a war-torn country.
Hồi em mới đẻ ra không có thấy cha, mà chỉ biết mẹ, giờ mẹ em đi theo ba sao mất rồi.
À chaque nouveau pas, il faut voir si cela.
And gleaned exclusive insights from the old revolutionary leaders in Hanoi. Thi Thanh Nga, or Transparent Moon, was born in Saigon. Her father was in charge of press and information for the South Vietnamese government. In 1966, when Tiana was only 4, he foresaw his government's defeat and left with his family for San Jose, California. He worked for the Voice of America and wanted his children to become perfect Americans.
I remember wanting to be blonde, wanting to be exactly like the girls in the magazines, because that way they wouldn't make fun of me. Because in school, they made fun of me. The Vietnam War was raging, and you saw the victims of a Holocaust on the 6 o'clock news every day. And it was painful to watch because they were my people. But in school, the kids would say, "Your people are killing our boys. And what are you, a communist? What are you, VC, a gook, a Chinese cherry?" And they would make fun of me, laugh at me.
Oh, you. You should have left that thing on the lawn where your dog dropped it. Don't you know that smoking...
Tiana rebelled when she was a teenager by running away from home. She wanted to become a Hollywood star.
Okay, you're under arrest.
For smoking a cigar?
For dealing shit, asshole.
And ever since I was little, I wanted to perform. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to sing, dance, make people laugh, make them cry, make them feel something. And my father had other plans for me. He wanted me to be a doctor or a lawyer. He said, I'm always arguing and asking questions, so I would be a great lawyer. Or if I would bring, respect to the family, I should at least be a doctor. I had other plans.
But it was extremely tough, being an Asian woman in Hollywood.
I went to a very famous producer's office, and he locked the door. And I thought, why did he lock the door? And I have my pictures, all fresh and innocent, and I'm going to take on Hollywood. And I show him my pictures. He wasn't looking at my pictures. He was like relaxing and unbuttoning his shirt, and I'm thinking, whoa, this guy's acting pretty sleazy. And I said, why did you lock the door? And he said, I don't want any interruptions. I want to give you my undivided attention. And I said, you could have asked your secretary to hold all calls. And he said, well, it's the same thing. I looked and I saw a window, so I thought, okay, anything happened, I could crash out the window, Bruce Lee style. Hi-ya! So I thought, uh-oh. So he said, why don't you give me a massage? I thought, excuse me? Did I hear right? And he said, Asian women give the best massage. Isn't that true? And I said, you're not in Bangkok. we're in Beverly Hills, and you called me for a role in a movie. I'm a trained actress, excuse me. Would you do this to Meryl Streep? Would you do this to Emma Thompson? You know, what is this? I felt that it was racial discrimination. I felt that you're an Asian woman, so you're going to give me a massage. Because he saw Hollywood movies and he believed it.
Jane Fonda, try my workout tape.
Karate-size with Tiana and get a kick out of life.
Daddy?
Tiana kept turning down roles, and in the end, her agent told her to create her own. So she became the Karate Princess in Karate-size. Her Hollywood experience confirmed what she already knew.
Hollywood was home. I was tough. I thought I had it made. But really, my career was going nowhere.
Oh, no!
And I went back really because I opened up to my dreams. I listened to my dreams. And I think that's where all the power in the universe is for you, is in your inner self, is in the inner voice of the subconscious telling you this is right, that you must go back. And the voices of the Vietnamese people, through poetry, through songs, through Ru Gong, the lullaby, through the lullaby of the mother, I always hear the sound of the lullaby.
But she faced opposition from her father, a staunch anti-communist.
The communist has committed crimes, so much mistake, and caused so much misery, so much killings.
Her uncle, too, did his best to dissuade her.
Có thương thân nhân, gửi tiền về cho nó. Đó là quá lắm rồi.
There's a Vietnamese song that says, I just want to love Vietnam. Tôi muốn yêu anh, yêu Việt Nam. Tôi có người yêu, chết rồi em ơi. Tôi muốn yêu anh, yêu Việt Nam. I just want to love you.
I hadn't been to my auntie's house in over 20 years.
Mai chết. Mai tháng rồi. Mai không sao rồi. Dạ. Vô nhà nào con một chút. Con á. Bây giờ nữa đây. Cô là ông già của tôi. Chết được 7 tháng rồi cô.
Rồi bây giờ có gửi thơ thì nói cho kỹ ra thì cũng 5.000 bạc. Không có tiền gửi thơ thì nhiều khi biên cho cô không biết.